Captain America to help me rebuild the Avengers.
The Avengers?
Yes, sir.
School's in session. I'm Mr. Guzman. Welcome to the classroom. So my question to the classroom today is, who's going to be the Sam Wilson Captain America Avengers? So my criteria for this new team is you can have been in the first Avengers movie. Avengers 1, Marvel presents the Avengers. So the Avengers 1 movie, we had Captain America, we had Iron Man, Hawkeye, Black Widow, Hulk, and Thor. So it can't be one of those guys. It can't be anyone that was in that movie too. I don't care if it was Nick Fury. I don't care if it's Agent Coulson. I don't even care if it's the guy that was caught playing Atari. You know, the guy who was playing video games during the whole talk.
Batman is playing Galaga. Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
You got to use Captain America, Sam Wilson on your team. So that's number one. So which 5 are we going to add to this new team of Avengers? And if you guys all want to play along, remember, you're going to pick 5 other MCU characters to be Avengers in the next Avengers Doomsday movie. The first one, the Master of Kung Fu, the one with the 10 rings, Shang-Chi. Oh my goodness, I love me some Shang-Chi. I thought his movie was one of the best of Phase 4, one of the best solo movies in the MCU thus far. Before he even had the rings, just his Kung Fu magic. All that good stuff. He was one of the best Kung Fu, one of the best assassin type people out there. A whole team of the 10 rings couldn't even stop him, right? They needed to get his dad to stop him. I'm telling you, Shang-Chi's going to be a great hand-to-hand combat person. Plus, he has his 10 rings too. And maybe we'll finally get an answer to his post-credit scene where he was hanging out with Wong, hanging out with Captain Marvel.
I'm so sorry. I have to deal with this. You can get my number from Bruce. It was so nice to meet you.
Yeah, I don't have her number.
Hanging out with the Hulk, and of course his girl Katie, because Katie's awesome.
We make a good team!
My next one for this list, you need some power, you need some green. It's not an Avengers team in my book without a Hulk, so we're gonna get the amazing She-Hulk. I'm a big fan of She-Hulk. In the comics, the show, not everyone liked the show. A lot of people said it's a little too corny. Some people said they didn't really like the editing or the storytelling of it. A lot of people really was because it was really lighthearted. Especially those when Daredevil shows up, spoiler for a show that came out a few years ago. But when Daredevil showed up, a lot of people were like, why is Daredevil acting so lighthearted too? This is not so cool. So maybe it made you like She-Hulk even less. But I'm here to tell you that the show itself really followed and was true to the comic series. The comic series had Jen Walters' She-Hulk breaking the fourth wall, kind of like Deadpool, but in a more funny, kind of more lawyer humor kind of way. I want to see them and Deadpool together in this next movie and see who wants to break the fourth wall the most, or if they're going to be surprised because they both can break the fourth wall and they both can see each other breaking the fourth wall, or something to this effect. Or maybe just talking out to the void and just like everyone else is like, why do they keep talking to nobody? That would be pretty cool. You need a powerhouse. She-Hulk is very powerful, very bright. Please bring She-Hulk over, man. We need She-Hulk smash. And you know, if she shows up, might even have a red Hulk, might have a green Hulk, might have a gray Hulk. Maybe somebody else will show up too to help out. We gotta Hulk out, people. Hulk out. My next one has been an Avenger in other movies, mainly Endgame. Kind of Civil War, if you can call that team with Captain America and them a true Avengers team, but it was a little bit different. I know, it was a little different back then. They were a little upset with each other. But this person is the one who truly saved the universe. Without his ideas, without his addition to the team, the Avengers would have been cooked in Endgame. And this person also took down one of the most Thanos-level threats by himself. And that man is the myth, the legend, Scott Lang, Ant-Man. But Ant-Man, he's just a little guy. He just does this and that. He gets small and then sometimes he gets big. Oh, he's just a funny guy. He doesn't need to be an Avenger. Have the Avengers lost when Ant-Man was there? No. Man, without him, Endgame, and well, of course, the Rat too. But the Rat let him out, but Scott had the idea. He's the one that came to Natasha and to Steve and said,
Is that anybody's sandwich? I'm starving.
Are you talking about a time machine?
No, of course not. No, not a time machine. This is more like, yeah.
we need to do a time heist. He's the one that got laughed at by Tony Stark, even though his idea is the idea that saved half of the universe. He took on Kang. I'm just saying, took on Kang the Conqueror. Kang the Conqueror is pretty big, pretty awesome, pretty powerful. We need Ant-Man. Trust me, if we have Ant-Man on the team, we ain't losing. We need someone in this movie that is a tech genius. We need someone who's also a very good leader. So the next one up that's gonna basically take this leader tech spot in my book, plus an amazing fighter as well, is the one and only Shuri, Black Panther. Our new Black Panther, aka Shuri, is royalty already. Knows how to lead the people, how to use all this power, how to use all this stuff for the betterment of the world, the betterment of the people, and the betterment of just good in general. And really what it means now to have this power mantle upon you, and knows that vengeance can consume you, and knows how to harness that energy into do something more positive for the world. She could have made a bad decision for Shuri by taking out Namor. Bad decision I mean because in her DNA, I believe she's not the type like a Daredevil, like a Batman, doesn't need to kill her enemies to get the battle won. There's other ways to do that, and Shuri does that. She is on a Tony Stark level, maybe even on a Rocket level when it comes to inventions and to technology. She even has her own AI, if you didn't know, that was Trevor Noah's voice, Griot.
Princess,
Just a moment. I'm in the middle of something.
I understand, Princess. However,
You're disrupting my train of thought.
I was trying to tell you, the Queen is here.
In ancient Africa, the griot was the one that kept the stories going. They would tell these stories about the generations and generations before in their history of their country. Kind of like in Hawaiian culture, how we do with hula. Definitely tells stories of our ancient days all the way up to our current days. And there's always lessons in there, things of that nature. I can go on a whole video about the term griot. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. But let's keep the party going. So because of all these reasons, the strength, the leadership, the good heart, and of course her technological savvy that this girl has, I am a big fan of Shuri. And even if I was just making a team, just to make a team, and she's going to be one of the first picks, man. Brains, brawn, and everything. Let's go, Shuri. So the person I picked for my final spot, a little bit of a wild card. I wanted someone with some mystic things going on. Someone maybe godly, maybe more magical. Mystical is probably the best word. And a person that's not getting enough love, even though I personally love that show. I love the acting, I love the character, I love the costumes, I loved it all, is Moon Knight. Or Mr. Knight. Or any of them. There's a lot of personalities. You take them all. All the ones that are turned into Moon Knight in some shape or form. I want me some Moon Knight. If you've never seen Moon Knight, just watch a clip of how his costume or his uniform comes upon his body. One of the coolest ones I've seen since Iron Man's nanotech, I would say personally. IMO, meaning in my opinion. Man, Moon Knight's really cool. He's very powerful, great hand-to-hand combat, very strong, has the god Khonshu helping him out with his other powers and things of this nature. He can heal really quickly as well, as long as he has a suit on. You know, the suit is a little bit magical. It comes upon you and it helps you out. Helps you out, man. This is good stuff right there. Moon Knight would be cool just to see Oscar Isaac playing all these different roles. Man, if you haven't seen it, please pause this now. Go watch some Moon Knight, at least the first couple episodes, and you'll see what I mean. This guy has multiple personalities, and their chemistry with each other is fantastic. Mark and Steven especially. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Watch the scene when they're on the boat and they're kind of in the afterlife of the Egypt side. And oh man, if you know what I'm talking about, you guys probably shed a little tear too. I didn't cry, of course I didn't cry. You guys were crying, I didn't cry. Yes, we need some Moon Knight up on this team. I think if we had this team just alone, we're pretty overpowered compared to the Thunderbolts, aka New Avengers. But I think we need both teams to come together. We need those guys that do more street level, more grounded, punch in and shoot in, as Yelena said over and over again in the movie. And we need these guys. We need some Hulks. We need some Mystic in there. We need some technologically advanced societies people up in there. We need a little bit of everybody. Cap is a true born leader that sees the best in everyone. One of Sam Wilson, Captain America's greatest powers is empathy.
I know you've done some terrible things. Now, I might be crazy, but I think you're trying to change.
He knows how to talk to people. He knows how to get through to people what they're thinking. And that he truly, truly sees the best in every single person. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to watch Falcon and Winter Soldier and Captain America Brave New World. Let us know in the comments who would be your 5 to join Sam Wilson in his new team of Avengers that will probably battle the Thunderbolts, maybe battle the X-Men, maybe battle Fantastic Four, but definitely at some point will battle Doom. This has been The Classroom with Mr. Guzman, and I will see you next period. Can't wait.